What's my theme music? Let's get to the facts, you know something cheap. I'm living fucked up reckless shit. Being in my bed, bitch, I'm doing real fine.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What the fuck is you talking about?
Who the hell is Kiana, Tommy?
Kiana who?
Oh, you dumb now? You know who I'm talking about.
I don't know no fucking Kiana, man.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Talk is Cheap with Kiana J. I am your host, Kiana J. I am here with my guests, my sisters, our sons. We are boy moms. Introduce yourselves.
My name's Bars. Big dog. That's no cap.
I'm Fat Baby.
Chris, but they call me CJ.
I'm Elisa, CJ's mom.
I'm Ebony, Levi's mom.
Where's Levi?
With his nana. We'll talk about it.
How you gonna come on the boys' mom show and not bring your boy?
Because he was hollering, so he had to go with his nana. He wouldn't let her go. But we'll talk about the spoiledness of boys and women. So
exactly. Okay, so today's show is about mothers and sons and mothers raising sons. I just feel like what made me want to talk about this show is because we have sons that we have raised. And one of my friends was like, we complain about the men that we raise. So say we are raising the men that we are complaining about.
Oh, okay.
As far as like dating?
Yeah, basically, like we complain about the men. So I put into suggestion of let's talk to our sons and see, are we instilling in them, the right things as raising them as young men, because we doing it by ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with, how is it being a boy's mom, ladies?
I'll go first.
Well,
for me, I don't have any issues right now with my son. When I think about my raising my son as he get older, I'm in a protection thought about him. I don't think about I do think about I wonder how he's gonna be when he get to this age. I wonder how he's gonna be when he get to this age. I wonder how this gonna be. I do think about that, but for the most part, I am constantly thinking about at what age do I have to start protecting my son from society? That's a constant thing with me as he get older. Like, what about this situation? How am I gonna teach him this? How am I gonna teach him that? And I don't feel like that's necessarily crazy, but right now he's only 2.5. So I mean, he attached to my hip. So raising him, I spoil him, and he a baby. So
well, you have kind of helped us with, raising ours. So
I mean, I was the cool auntie, so I didn't see no wrong in him. I gave him all the same advice. All three of y'all didn't. I gave y'all all the same advice. You 18 now, you get in trouble, you can't call your mama. You can't call me. So that be my advice. I love my nephews. I've been there, all the way, but I guess for me, I never upheld them in what they did, because they got to learn, they got to grow, but I never worried about something happening to them. I guess too, because when we think of the boys getting killed and stuff like that now, when they were babies, we didn't have that to worry about. Now they were growing up. Now that they're grown, we have to worry now. But when they were toddlers, we didn't have to worry about that. It's now that's part of my fear, having to worry about for my child growing up. So, I mean, y'all turned out all right.
Lisa?
Yes.
How you feel about being a boy's mom? How you feel about being a boy's mom?
I mean, I feel all right. To be honest, I had them. I got to raise them. That's what we saw. You had your kids, you got to raise your kids. I mean, it ain't necessarily a feeling. It's more so that's my responsibility, and I'm raising him to the best of my ability.
I always
being
say,
a boy mom.
I always say, mama's babies, daddy's maybes. At the end of the day, we laid down and had them, so we got to raise them. You know.
Yeah. So with CJ, I mean, if we gonna start over, taking it from like the beginning, you know, my situation was kind of different. When I got pregnant with CJ, I was living in Florida. His dad is in a whole nother state. He's not even in the same state. So, you know, when we split, I came back to Chicago. CJ dad was still an active part in his life from a very young age. When CJ was 9 months, CJ started going to Florida faithfully every summer with his dad. So I got lucky at that aspect of, even though his dad and I weren't together, we're in separate states, his dad still stepped up to help me raise him. Now,
hey, Kiki.
Now you want to talk about, you know, from the beginning and on into where he's at now, 19. I had some issues with CJ as a hard-headed ass little boy, from daycare to elementary to junior high school. I mean, it comes with the territory. But there's no necessarily feeling a type of way. Is, you know, that's my responsibility. I'm preparing him to be out into the adult world to where he's able to take care of himself. And, you know, he's out here living in this world, carrying himself in such a manner to where he's not like a threat to anyone else, or he's not out here causing issues or harm to anyone. He's doing what he has to do as a young adult, you know. So it like I said, it's my responsibility to get to him to where he needs to be as a young man, to my ability. You know, moms and dads raising boys is completely different, you know. So like I said, if we gonna get more into that as we get on, yes, there was a time where he did have to go live with his dad for a little bit because he was getting off track with me. And that's where that other parent came in the hand and you know, gave the iron fist. Okay, like, yeah, it's time for him to come stay with me or whatever. So
what I want to touch bases on is basically, they always say a woman can't raise a man, but if you ain't got no other choice but to do so, you know.
And that's when they say that, that's where that foundation come in. Okay, if you are a single woman household trying to raise a child, that's when you need to have your village. And when I say village, aunties, uncles, grandparents, you know, that's where that village. There has been plenty of times too where, you know, if we had an issue, his nana didn't have no problem stepping in and like, get your shit together. You know, like you had to have that village also to help you.
We have a village of women. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
And we have our men. You know, our men, our women in our family outnumber our men. You know, even when we go out, it's what, 2 men, 2-3 men, and it's like 10 girls. So we have to be like a strong force into the family dynamic of raising our boys. Like I was saying, Levi, the video Ebony posted, y'all posted him tumbling down the stairs. Now, Fat Baby was my accident-prone child, okay? This is Fat Baby.
Yes, he
right?
was.
And I used to tell them, I'm not going to the hospital unless you break something, okay? The nigga broke something. Like, it's just things like that. Boys do things, and then you have that stuff. I say, and you might have to look forward to that because Levi feel like he has no care in the world, you know, and it be the scary stuff. Boys, I'm with women, when raising girls are different than raising boys. We kind of know what the girls are going through. When I say raising a boy, we can't get to them emotionally. They don't talk to us. You know, they walk around with mad faces, and then you be like, what's wrong? You know, you can talk to me. I'm your mama. No, what's wrong? Like, look how they looking. You know?
Javar's looking like, no, I can't.
You know, and I think that grows up into them being men that's not communicative and not out here, you know, want to conversate or talk about their feelings. CJ, do you talk about your feelings?
No.
Why won't you open up and just?
I feel sometimes, not necessarily he don't talk about it, his feelings. This is what I'm talking about. See, you gotta start from the beginning.
Okay, what's the beginning?
Because it was one point in time where, I don't know if you want me to disclose this or not, but as he was coming in and his body parts was growing, he would come to me like, "Hey, mom, what's going on? Like, what is this?" You know. So I feel like as they get older, then maybe yes, but being young and stuff, yeah, they gonna come to you and tell you stuff or what's going on.
No, when they get older too, you be wanting to know because, like you said, this world out here is different. It's not made for Black young men. You know, being out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm be honest, I got 2 grown boys. You know, 125 who just got out of prison. You know, and 119 who almost went but trying to get his life together. So,
and I have a 19-year-old who, and wasn't necessarily him going to prison, he was just doing dumb shit to where it was just like, you really want to be that type of person to where it's going to be hard for you to, like, you know, sustain yourself once you graduate high school.
But you feel like them not opening up about what's going on would be an issue? Let's ask them. Javaris, Paige, when is it y'all have a problem opening up and talking about y'all issues?
For me, yeah.
Why?
Because for one, I don't like talking. I'm not a talkative person.
So you just hold everything in?
I just hold everything in.
And why? I just feel like
I feel like
there's a lot of things y'all don't need to
Mama.
I feel like,
Mama there.
How you going down?
Mama.
What she say?
Now, if you want to come and join, you can pull up a chair.
Oh, Mama's a boy. She can come sit
I
next to you.
raise boys.
Right. Well, mama should be on there because she raised us to raise our boys.
Right. So she's screaming from the background.
We finna mute. Go ahead. Finish.
Okay, finish what you were saying.
no, it's just I'm not a talkative person. It's hard for me to open up. That's what I had wrong in my relationship too, because I don't like talking.
So that you feel like that's what we're wrong in your relationship because you didn't want to talk about your issues?
One thing, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna call you to you, baby.
You almost called him what?
Javaris.
I don't got issues.
You ain't got no issues.
Yes, you do.
I feel like they talk to each other, but not necessarily to us. That's like how we was growing up. We talk amongst our siblings and cousins, but not necessarily to our parents.
Yeah, I just feel like, you know, I had a talk with Javaris' girlfriend when he was with her. And she was like, Miss Jake, you know, it's kind of weird for somebody to be calling me that, talking about my son. You know, this is weird. When y'all get these girlfriends, let me know how weird this is. But she gets to saying like, Miss Jakes, I love your son, you know, but he's so hard-headed. He don't listen. He don't talk. You know, he's stubborn. You know, everything he just won't do. You know, it's things that we usually say. Starting from the beginning, do you think we are raising...
Hey, Kiki.
We are raising the men that we are complaining about dating?
Can I speak on this?
Yeah.
I know that from the men that I have dated, including the ones that I have procreated with, I will be raising my son differently than where I see where the error went in their ways upon talking to their mothers and what they uphold and what they don't think is an issue and what they don't think is a problem. I am going to be different with my son so that no woman will have to come to me. And here's the thing, women are going to complain regardless because a man could be perfect and we're going to find something wrong. So I'll be first to say that. However, I definitely don't want to ever have a female come to my home and complain about my son being disrespectful, hurting them in the type of way that they wouldn't want to see they mamas hurt, and definitely harming them in some type of way, you know, to make them feel lesser than. So I know that I'm going to raise my son differently. I'm going to teach him about all the values in life, and I'm going to hold him accountable for what he do. I'm never going to make him think that what I really know is wrong. I'm never going to make him think that that's right. I'm sorry.
You know your child.
I'll do that with him.
Because when she came to me, I said, I believe it. I know what I raised. I know my child. I'm not the mama that's gonna be like.
So do y'all feel the way that, not necessarily you, and because we value too, but Kiana, do you feel the way that how your kids act now, your sons, is a reflection of how you raised them?
Sometimes, you know, it's crazy because when Javaris went to prison, I blame myself a lot. You know what I'm saying? And it was kind of like, you know, what should I have done different? You know, you do blame yourself for a lot of the things. And then he told me, he was like, you was never at home. But I had to work. I had to work double shifts. They had their birthdays. They had they, you know, they school clothes and everything. Who is that, mama?
She want to be on the show.
Okay. You got to turn your laptop.
Hey,
so
Nana.
Hi, baby.
Hey, mama.
Hey, mom.
But yeah, I told them I had to work. You know, I had to provide for y'all. I had to work all the time, you know, to make sure that y'all had the things y'all need to have. You know, at the end of the day, even though I did have somebody there, he wasn't there the ways I needed him to be there, you know. So I had to take care of these kids. I laid down and had them.
Right.
So, you know, me not being there, I do take accountability for that. But like I said, y'all needed clothes, y'all needed shoes, y'all needed food, y'all needed a house to live in. So yeah, I do blame myself sometimes about how, but when you get grown, I just feel like you should know right from wrong. I try to teach them the best I can. We are not perfect parents. You know,
right.
Everybody raised their kids differently. You know, I raised mine with an iron fist. You know, they got their butts whooped.
So did I.
Back in the day, ain't nobody trying to be your kid's friend. No parent that was back in the day when y'all were coming up, I wasn't trying to be your friend. I was trying to take care of y'all and trying to do what I needed to do to get y'all to a certain place. Because I've always told y'all, when you get, if I'm not here or on this earth, I need y'all to know what to do and how to take care of yourselves. And because young men, let me tell you, I didn't have too much.
Okay, well, say that. What'd you say, CJ? Your dad told you what?
My dad said the same thing my nana said. He said, I'm not trying to be a best friend.
We're not trying to be y'all
We
friends.
ain't trying to be your friend.
Get you on the right path. He said, now when you get older, we can maybe have, he said, we can have a beer best. As far as me being your best friend, that's that.
That's that. That's
why y'all want to be our friend anyway, but don't want to talk to us.
That's
the real question.
Nah.
Yeah,
that's what y'all know. Listen, because that's what y'all like when y'all talk to us. That's what y'all saying to us. Y'all saying when y'all giving us a talk.
CJ said something. CJ said something.
When y'all giving us a talk, y'all talking about like y'all saying, well, we're not here to be your best friend. We here to raise you. That's when we're like we just listening. That's what y'all telling us. And then so like when what I just said, my dad said the same thing. I'm not trying to be his best friend. That's what he told me. He told me off the rip when he was giving me a lecture. So it's like, all right, I know I can't try to do this with my dad because he's not gonna go for it. So it's like, you know.
Oh, but you try with me. You know, I go for it.
No,
but don't know.
But don't nobody want to be your friend.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Don't nobody want to be our friend. You tell them that, baby. You tell them. We don't want to be y'all damn friends, just like
But
y'all.
I understand that, but my thing is,
After you a little
we all
muscle,
type
y'all
of
little
friends
muscle.
and stuff when y'all
You don't
need
know
us
speaker.
to be.
Right, exactly. And that's what parents are. They there when they need them. Because believe me, the boys ain't gonna say much. They're gonna do their own thing. Because hell, a lot of things I found out Jeremy and Everett was doing was when folks come knocking on your door, y'all let it slip.
And I'm sorry to say this, but
Because they talk more to one another than they do you.
and I'm sorry to say this, but when Javaris, my thing is when he went to prison, I was kind of relieved. I was sad, but I was relieved. He was running the streets.
When he went to live with his dad, I was relieved because for the simple fact, I know you not being harmed. You somewhere where you being taken care of and you getting structured.
I was afraid I
slept
was
easy
gonna
at
fall.
night.
Me and that dads play a big part in raising
Yeah.
children.
Yeah.
Girl, let me
Yeah,
tell you
I was afraid I was gonna get that call in the middle of the night.
I was a single parent until I was still a single parent when I married y'all stepdad. Cause he stood back and he let me do my thing. Yeah, if y'all ask any one of y'all dads here, they'll tell y'all. When we got home from work, Sweepy had the house in order. You had to have your homework done. Your TV wasn't on. Y'all got it good. Your TV better not had been on. Nothing. Homework hadn't been done. Chores done. And we sit at the table while I'm cooking and y'all do your homework.
Hey everybody. Most boys
Lights
are
went, y'all knew.
express their
My
emotions
mama
too.
did it to me. Lights come on at night. You better be in the door at night.
Yeah.
Raising sons, that should have went on. That should have passed generation to generation. I don't know how these women let these boys like come in, and it's a lot of young men just so disrespectful to their parents.
When I say I hear
Oh
stories,
my God!
when I hear stories about women,
I'm telling you.
when I hear stories of women saying, "Oh, my son tried to fight me. Oh, my son this
over
I
his
said,
woman."
I said, "Whose son?" Because anybody that you bring into this world and raised and fed, I could have aborted you. I'm the type of person, and I tell my kids this all the time, and they believe it. Mostly Javaris, but I tell all of them, I brought you in. I'm going to jail to take you out. This is dead serious. Because ain't nobody.
But I will give y'all some good advice, young man. Talk to your mama about your love life.
Yes.
It really helps.
He don't say nothing.
They don't say
nothing. Man.
I don't know what
young men something. It's a lot of young men. You don't think you would do it or whatever. So y'all are young men out here. Their hearts is so broken over these little funky girls. But y'all talk to y'all moms about your love life. If you don't talk to your mom, call an uncle or a brother or somebody. Talk to somebody about your love life. Don't keep your love life bundled up in you.
Hi.
Hey, Levi.
But y'all talk to somebody about y'all love life.
Yeah.
Because we little girls, and I've always been a parent though. I listen to both sides. If my son called me and my son on the phone for hours and hours and hours.
But how long did it take for him to call you to talk to you about your love life? Was he talking to you about his love life when he was a teenager?
No. My sons
it took him till he got like grown.
Now that they're grown, my sons talk to me to more that they're grown men now about their love lives.
Right. And that I feel that's what's gonna happen with him,
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I feel like right now I'm setting the foundation with CJ as once he started
and
living.
I've never been one-sided. I've always listened to both sides of what happened.
Yeah.
So basically what I'm saying, because I had a comment in here.
I don't have perfect men for sons. They have their flaws too. A lot of people, think they son and don't see the other side of the girl. Well, you a woman, you know.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, I just had a comment in the comments saying that it takes, it's hard for a man to open up. Because that be the problem in a relationship. And that's what I'm saying now. Like, we have raised or are raising the men that we complain about.
As my sons got older, I started respecting their boundaries. That's what I started doing. I started stepping back and respecting their boundaries. I didn't go off the handle. I listened.
You welcome.
Used to be, Jeremy will tell you, he tell, my mama used to be real mean. But no, as they got older and got, in early 20s or whatever, you have to start respecting them because they're young men and they're grown adults. So you have to start respecting their boundaries.
I respect all their boundaries.
Respect yours.
I respect all their boundaries. I respect the fact, like, what person can't come to me and tell me about my son. I know about my child. I'm not gonna get involved.
I'm gonna intervene there. I don't know. I'm different, I guess.
I know.
I feel when growing up,
get involved in a relationship. Like, some mothers are involved in the relationship.
No. That's wrong. But you don't do that. That's one thing I give you.
I don't get involved in a relationship.
I don't get involved in the relationship. I let them. Listen. My ear is here. Believe me, your ear is more important to them than you to go against their girlfriend and say, "Well, she wasn't shit." No way. That ain't what they came to you to hear. I didn't like her no way. That ain't what they came to hear. They came for you to listen, no matter what they said about her. They didn't come to listen to you like, fuck that bitch. I don't care. She ain't my child. She better quit fucking with you though. They ain't come to hear that.
Lisa,
so
what you was about to say?
Anyway, they don't care what you say.
As far as like what mama say, giving them, what she say?
Boundaries.
Oh, the boundaries. I do boundaries to a certain extent. And when you are a certain age in my house, I do boundaries to a certain extent. Meaning I'm checking phones, I'm checking grades, I'm checking friends and all that.
They still in school and that's your house. They know what your boundaries are before they even pull to disrespect your boundaries. They ought to know about. You know what I'm saying? But they have their own little boundaries too.
Right. And as they get older, like prime example with CJ, now that he's older, he's out of high school. Before, when he was in high school, you had a curfew. Don't walk in this door past 11 o'clock.
Right.
Now you older, you can come in when you want to, but at the same time, you still gonna come in at a respectable time.
Exactly. That's a rule of a house when you live in someone else's house, even when you're an adult. That's the adult rule, children. You adults living in somebody's house, even including your mom's house. You can go out and party, but don't come walking in the door disturbing the peace of everybody else in the house.
Or just being disrespectful. Don't come strolling in here at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Look, somebody got something to say.
I got a question. What's a respectful time to y'all?
2 to 3.
Like I said, don't come in the house at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I know 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, y'all probably still out or on y'all way home and stuff.
Right. Ain't nothing open after 2
and it's a common respect also from your parents. More than likely, we are asleep. Any parent would hate to get a phone call saying something has happened to you because you still out and about where everybody else at home sleep. Just be respectful. Have respect for yourself as well.
Yeah.
I'm saying, looking at this.
Nana, did I come in at a respectful time? When I was
No, he's always. I made it clear. I tell Bunny in a minute, don't play with me. I'm grown. Don't play with me. Don't have no.
Yeah, it's like y'all older now. We understand y'all older. Y'all want y'all little space and this and that, and that's no problem. But at the same time, we are still a parent. as y'all coming into y'all manhood.
I just feel like we love y'all. Y'all feel like we trying to put restrictions on y'all living y'all life. No, we understand the world out here is not favorable to black men. You know, you get pulled over by the police driving my car, you know, this might not make it home.
And we are limiting that incident because why are you out at 3-4 o'clock in the morning driving? More higher chance to get pulled over by a police officer.
Yeah. And disappear. A lot of young men disappear.
And then you gotta understand, now y'all in the South. Y'all too, now y'all in the South.
And Memphis at that.
Dial y'all phones, now dial us as the police pulling y'all over. Y'all don't think to do that.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, and then you got the violence. Violence is just everywhere. You can be at the wrong place in the wrong time. When I say I text Fat Baby, I be like, "Where you at? Who you with?" I said I was with.
Let me tell you something.
Tell
Y'all
me
think the
who,
streets
where
of
you at, who
Chicago?
you with.
Y'all think the streets of Chicago ain't nothing to play with? Memphis streets ain't nothing to play with at all.
Yeah,
y'all do not need to be out and about just lollygagging early hours of the morning in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yep. How now I want to talk to the boys.
That what that slavery and all that was. Why people moving south?
Yeah, they still racist down here, big time. Now I want to talk to the boys. CJ, how do you feel like? I know you was raised partially by both of your parents, sometimes, but mostly living with your mom. How is it living in the house of women?
Okay, cut it off.
Of being around women all the time, because you gotta understand, all your aunties are around you most of the time. Family functions is mostly women. So how do that adjust into your life?
I mean, when I was younger, I mean, being around y'all, obviously y'all family, so it's like I would just grow up. But like thinking about it now, it's like it's good to be around them because it's like they teach y'all taught me like how to be respectful towards other women and stuff. And then not only y'all, my dad would do that too. But
got enough cabbage, I don't think, for nobody.
yeah, I just feel like that's what it was. It's like whatever how y'all would act is how I would like act towards other people and stuff. It's not like.
Do you think how we carry ourselves as women that would be like the type of female you would want to deal with?
Yes.
You know what?
What is that?
No.
I said yeah.
No. Do you think
No.
that how we carry
No.
ourselves, is that the way you would
That baby
go?
said no.
I don't want nobody like you.
What? Okay,
Okay, so what's the characteristics that y'all don't like that we have that y'all would not want in y'all?
Ghetto. As in.
Who ghetto?
Ghetto.
Who ghetto?
All y'all.
I never got.
Who ghetto?
I don't want nobody like my mama. Angeline said ATM.
Jerry said he don't want nobody like me, you, or Auntie Ebony.
What we do?
I don't want nobody like y'all. It's good that y'all like
y'all
it's just
is
my
crazy.
mom. She
What's
been
CJ say?
raising.
Wait, let's
She been
CJ talk.
raising me and my sister by herself, right? And we in a house now. I want a girl that could be able to, go get it herself, like do something by herself. Like if I wasn't there, you got to be able to step up.
To maintain the household by yourself.
I'm able to get back on my
Exactly.
feet, what I'm
They
doing.
talking about because we ghetto. No, we're
No, so what CJ said, he liked the characteristics of, a go-getter and a woman. That's how Nana raised us. Nana raised us that at the end of the day, to take care of ourselves and take care of
She
our
didn't have
children.
no problem with doing that. She took care of her kids in her household.
They said they wouldn't mind the girl that take care of the household. They don't have a problem with that. Like I took care of the kids in the household. But they basically said my attitude is crazy.
Fat baby. You better watch the next time you call this side of the auntie. Let me just say that. You better redirect that. because all of us are corporate 9 to 5. That's side hustles on the side, baby. Okay,
Exactly.
So, but aside from that, you know what? I really think the reason why y'all wouldn't date somebody like us because we're gonna hold y'all accountable in y'all bullshit.
Yeah.
Y'all don't want to meet a woman like us that's not gonna always play with y'all.
I'm gonna tell y'all a prime example. I'm gonna tell y'all a prime example. I had an ex reach out the other day, and he told me these were his exact words. He said, "You know, when I was dating you, he said you stayed on my head." He said that he's like, I can't find that in the female now. He said, the way that you stayed on my head, even though we stayed into it, the way that you stayed on my head about stuff and me taking care of myself, wanting better for myself, he said, you cannot find that in the female now. Those are characteristics and qualities that y'all would want to potentially have in a spouse. Someone that actually
That's
cares
what
about
my ex,
y'all and wants better.
she was on my heels too about certain things.
Because you want your children to be with women or men
that hold
that's
them
gonna
accountable.
grow, that's gonna help them grow and prosper.
Yes.
Y'all don't want somebody y'all can run over.
Pre-rinse 24 hours a day and let you go lay on your ass and they bring the chunk of change home and then they out and everything. Then when you look up, they cheating on you and all this shit.
Yeah.
No.
And they come with other stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. No. You want a woman that's gonna stay on you so y'all can prosper together.
Like your mama. I stay on y'all. The
Before
thing about
y'all
it is,
switch,
like I told
the
listening yesterday, I'm raising my sons again to understand, like, I'm not gonna be here forever.
Exactly.
Are y'all gonna be able to survive without me?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Let me say this too. A woman that will sit back and let you be the worst person that you can be ain't the woman for you. A woman that will stand back and watch you go down a path that can lead you to jail or death and don't give a damn nothing about you becoming a better person, not for the sake of them, but for the sake of you as a man, is not the woman for you. You want somebody that breathes positivity into you, that thinks higher of you, that thinks that there's more for your life that you have to offer the universe for you. Any woman that's gonna let you sit up and be a negative impact on society is not the woman for you, and you should not go for that. A yes woman should never be the woman for you, because men are not always right. Simple as that, but
and you gonna take advantage of her.
Yeah.
And like they said, they want the woman that can hold down the household and take care of society, but they don't want the woman that's on top of their neck. They don't want that. We crazy then. We loony, right?
I
That's
just
that's how
want.
she was though, and
that's why you not with her.
Because I broke up with her because I felt like
she was on you.
I wasn't opening up to her and talking to her, and she was trying to get me to open up and talk to her. And
you ran away from it.
I ran away from it. That's all. I ran away from it.
It's about doing.
And she never wanted to cheat on me or none of that. He was faithful.
So you feel some type of way now?
I do. I let
you
her
feel what type of way? What about what? I can't hear.
he said he feels some type of way about leaving up his girl because she was stayed on his neck and she wanted him to open up.
I did not just say that. You have to be with somebody who is gonna push you for a better you.
Yeah.
However, also, in defense of these young men that we are raising, you have to make them feel comfortable enough to open up. If they don't feel that you are a perfectly safe space to open up to, they're not. Because how many times do we see it? Well, when we see a man crying or something like that, we all get his bitch ass up out of here. Look at his ass crying. He too soft. He too soft. When really, at the end of the day, emotions are human.
Yeah.
Emotions are not tied to a gender. It's human to have emotions.
Yep.
And I feel like when I feel like sometimes men carry more emotions than women do, but there's no outlet for them.
Right.
Without being judged for having those emotions.
So I'm gonna go through CJ's timeline. Like I said, growing up, you know, my village was the aunties, Nana, and granddad, and the uncle. That was my village for helping me with CJ when he wasn't with his dad for the summer or when he went to. So growing up, you know, like I said, from the beginning with CJ, it was an issue when he was in daycare. He wouldn't want to do the work. Had to go to daycare. There was an issue elementary school. You know, they call themselves having, I don't know what that was. Y'all call yourself that little gang or whatever. You and that.
He was in a good gang.
Antoine. Remember that little boy? And they call themselves bullying people. And what did I do? I took a belt and I made him walk around to everybody's house with that belt and apologize. So who they call themselves bullying?
I remember that to this day.
Yeah. And then what? On into junior high, he was okay. But then when he got into high school, it was like CJ got in this phase of like, man, I don't want to do this. And it was like he started slacking on his work and stuff. So it's like, okay, what I'm saying, no matter what I'm saying to you, me putting my hands on you and steady and all that, it's not working. So now it's time for you to get down there with your daddy. Even like in junior high, you went to go stay with your dad for a little bit, you know.
Before I even went, I went down there after that elementary thing happened.
Yeah.
And I came back, and then I ended up going back down there.
Hey, man, chill out.
Yeah, so CJ went to Florida a few times with his daddy. His daddy get him back on track and then come back up here. And then one time Chris told me, he said, you know what I'm noticing is CJ is losing respect for you. You know, he come down here, he don't do stuff, but when he get up there, it's like he start all over again and he don't want to, you know, listen to what you got to say or what you got going on. Last time, what was that? Was that your senior year, junior year of high school when you went down there with your dad?
No, I think that was...
It was in high school. Yeah, because he wouldn't like me telling him to do his schoolwork so he could come on up out of high school. Whatever. And so it was like he didn't want to listen to what I said. But at the end of the day, what we were trying to do is to get you on through high school so you can have the fundamentals to get you a job so you can get out here in this world and take care of yourself.
Like, and y'all mama talking real nice compared to your nana, to her boy.
Yeah.
Okay. Noonie who didn't want to pass an English class to graduate. I had to tell him over and over, okay, I paid for night school. You still flail the cat. Then I told him when he, you know, for him to graduate, which he would graduate later in January, I told him, he was like, this, I just don't like this class. I told him, I tell you what, you get your goddamn ass in that class and pass it, and that's that. And bring your ass on up out of bar. That's what you gonna do.
And I get he tried. College ain't for everybody. He tried it. He didn't like it. I'd rather you went, experienced it, and you told me as opposed to you being down there wasting money and failing. College is not for everybody. That's fine. But it's a matter of we trying to set the basic standards for y'all to be able to take care of yourselves, y'all home, and if y'all are in a relationship to where you are respectable to the woman you are with, and if y'all decide to build a family, you know how to go about leading your household.
Me with my boys, I just feel like they didn't go down none of the paths I expected them to do. But as adults, I'm trying to rectify the situation, and I just feel sometimes I feel
too late.
I just feel like sometimes I failed them because I was too busy and I really didn't have the help because I was, even though I was in a relationship with somebody, I was the disciplined parent. So I disciplined, but I couldn't discipline and be there at all the time because again, I dealt with people that didn't keep jobs and stuff. So I had to work and pay the bills.
Yeah.
So
and you were one of them women who accepted your man not working and you taking care of totally the 100% of the household, bringing the bread home, everything. You were one of them women that was okay with you. You didn't get that from me because I don't play that. No.
Not no more. That's why I'm still not no more because that's why I'm still single because I just felt like that had did it for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person that will try to help somebody get their life together, but not no more. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it took a turn on my kids because I had to put in all the work, you know, and I was never there. So they was basically free to do what they wanted to do, you know, and it was just like, they'd tell me anything and I just go with it unless somebody come tell me something, then I have to get on top of their necks. By Tati and Javari's fathers not being there, I'm not the type of woman to go put nobody on child support to make you do nothing. So basically, I just felt like I laid down and had them. I got to raise them. I got to take care of them. The kids will know. But my decisions, I just felt like I made when it came to my children, I dropped the ball a little bit, and I can take accountability for that. You know what I'm saying?
And our parents have.
I was just about to say, thing is, Tiana, we all gonna drop the ball somewhere in parenting. We all there's not a parent on this earth that is perfect. Because guess what? It's always gonna be a kid that feel that we can do better. We can do something different. It's always gonna be something. However, the best thing that you can do is set your kid up to be a good human being. That's and the things that you teach them in life. At least what I hope for my son. What I teach him in life. And the thing is, whatever his daddy teach him, I hope it's positive. I hope his goal is to teach his son to get out there in the world and be great. Because I know from my end, my role is going to be to teach my son to get out there and be great. I never want like I said, I know I'm going to have mess ups in the road with him. I know it's going to be times when he ain't going to want to hear nothing I have to say.
I don't want no woman coming to me and tell me my son not put his hands on her.
Absolutely.
I don't never want a woman to come to me and be like, your son put his hands on me. Because at the end of the day, these two boys don't play about me. So what makes you think that somebody else's daughter is going to, they parents or they sons going to play about they mom?
I've always said, if you got to put your hands on her, don't be with her. It's time to move on.
Yep.
When you got to put your hands on one another, y'all don't need to be together.
Well, let me ask this, Javaris. What do you see for yourself, or what do you want for yourself in the near future?
Really, the honest to God.
I honestly don't know what I want to be in the future. I just want to help my mom out and provide the best way I can. I had a dream when I was in high school, and when I couldn't do that dream, I just said,
what was the dream?
Playing football.
Okay, but there's other aspects that you could do.
I understand that.
Towards that,
when I wanted to play football, and I couldn't do it my last year of high school, it was like, I'm done with school. So I ain't want to do nothing. Now I'm too late. I'm trying to find out now what
interests you. What about you, Fat Baby?
I don't see nothing that interests me right now.
What about you, Fat Baby?
I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be the richest person on this earth.
Okay, and how is that going? How? Like what?
I'm making the money.
He gonna be rich. He gonna be the richest person on this earth.
I got faith in you, Fat Baby. Your nana got
CJ.
faith.
I just want to get somewhere to where I could be stable, but my goal was to go play football in college and stuff. But I didn't like college, especially where I was at, so that just like ended it. But, I want to give me a good job, a good career job that pays good, and that way I can still get what I want, all that. But I don't want to say I want to be rich like Fat Baby because, I just want to be, be able to provide for me and my family. And if y'all need something, I could be able to be there.
Exactly.
I just want to tell y'all, like, we didn't do a bad job raising y'all. Y'all some great kids. compared to some of these kids.
And that's why I said, you know, the stuff that CJ put me through, I'll take that any day, hands down.
Y'all not disrespectful.
Because the stuff that he was doing was like stupid kid any high school kid would do. Like not want to do his homework or, you know, wanting to hang out with the friends instead of focusing on what he was. I'll take that any day.
We raised y'all to be
some of the more dramatic stuff that's happening.
You'll take that any day than your son being out in these streets and knocking on your door. And you
like I keep saying, I don't even know, like, when everybody would ask me, like, you know, CJ and what he got going, I'd like to be honest. CJ is one of them kids, even now, even though he's 19, he's a kid that'll go to work, come in, eat, play his game, and repeat. Like, he's not out in the streets riding and doing stuff that he ain't supposed to be doing. And I'm thankful for that because it could be completely different.
Yeah, because compared to some of these men out here, y'all not out here doing drive-bys, out here committing murder. Y'all not out here doing
y'all ain't out here catching cases and being on house arrest and stuff.
Well, I do have one, but he learned his lesson
for a minute, y'all. She went personal.
He learned his lesson.
I'm like, what?
But y'all, I'm proud of that y'all are young men that's learning from y'all mistakes and y'all
just about to say that.
Listening.
I'm glad that y'all are regrouping.
Yeah.
And understanding that it's still more to life out there because there's too many young men that mess up and then their mentality gets sunken into that negative space of, man, I messed up. I ain't gonna never be shit. And so you continuously roll into, I'm gonna keep fucking up.
And that's one thing we'll never tell you, that you will never be nothing. Right. I will never. Yeah, me as your mama, no matter what I go through, no matter how I look like I live, I not started over 50,000 times.
Yeah.
You know, my mind don't have, you know, and I don't sit in one place, y'all know that. But at the end of the day, don't never let nobody tell you you're not gonna be nothing. Because you're gonna always be something.
My advice to y'all, and I've said this to CJ before he went out to college, I've said this to him just in general. Don't give up on yourself. And everybody in this world, do not give up on yourself.
That's right. It's true.
Y'all can do any and everything else, but when you start giving up on yourself and your dreams and how you want to proceed in life, that's when stuff is going to start taking a turn. Do not give up on yourself. Whether it's
got to get out here and
job, whether it's
act on your dream. Act on what you want to do.
Find out what I want to do.
And then it's like y'all, whether y'all feel like y'all do or don't, y'all do have a support system. Yeah, we might talk shit along the way, but we gonna help y'all. We gonna help y'all.
I'm definitely gonna talk shit.
Look, when you ain't got nowhere else to go, where you come to? Your mama. Now you say you don't want no girl like me because I'm crazy, but you sure come back here.
Yeah, my mama.
Well, they gonna go.
Exactly. They sure gonna come back here.
No, you don't know.
It's just back here. It's just a matter of y'all. You guys are young men now. We cannot save y'all like how we could when y'all were younger. You know, we can't. Some lessons have to be taught from y'all own perspective. Like we can't save y'all like how y'all was when y'all.
Reaction is what my dad would tell me every time I made or
bad.
Every action has a reaction.
Yeah. And y'all go through y'all stages, age 17, 16, 17.
And y'all still got a long way to go. Y'all still young. Y'all still finna make some mistakes and fuck ups, and we finna be like, now why the fuck would you do that? Or, you know. But like I said, y'all have y'all definitely have a support system to reach out. Y'all don't want to reach out to y'all mama. It's other aunties and uncles or whoever y'all can reach out to. It's grandparents y'all can reach out to. Hell, it's even friends. Some of y'all friends y'all can reach out to just to talk or whatever.
Not your friends that be giving out bad advice.
Right, but I'm just saying, use those outlets when you feel, you know, you need somebody to talk to or you can't come to like one of us. There are outlets. The saying "it takes a village" is very true. Very true.
It is. It is.
Especially
And
to
it takes a
raise
village
men.
because the weight of it on being on one person can cause you to break.
Yes.
It's not only just for raising sons, but just raising your kids in general.
And that's
That
what
whole
we try to
saying
get
of,
y'all
like,
to
I can do
understand.
this
Y'all
by
don't know.
myself.
Y'all have no idea how many times y'all could be in the house with us and we look like we okay, but baby, when it's at night and the cry, the tears and stuff that come out, the praying that come out over y'all have no idea.
The nights that y'all decide not to come home and we up all night worrying.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it's like y'all for.
I had a lot of
and y'all head at the moment, y'all probably think, man, they too rough, they too tough, they don't care about me, this and that. Y'all don't even know how many prayers are over you before you even step foot out the door for the day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, whenever y'all feel like don't nobody care about y'all, just think in the back of your head, well, you know what? My mama did say it. Some of them nights she do be in there crying, or some of them nights she did pray over me that I didn't know about. It's some we are always concerned about y'all. We always will love y'all, even through the bad. We will love y'all.
We ain't got no other choice. True. A mother's love is a love that's undeniable for their child. And y'all just don't understand.
We love boys more than girls. Well, you know.
What she say? What did she? She just said what I thought she said.
So it ain't that we love the boys more than the kids.
I think that's a perspective, because at the end of the day, like I said, the women, the girls, if God forbid, if something was to happen right now, the girls will know what to do as far as the next step.
Right.
The boys need that extra love and care and attention, because they don't.
If something was to happen to me, okay, even though my boys is crazy about me and everything, my boys gonna look to y'all three.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And if something was to happen to me, Tati I just feel like,
and that's how I feel. Even though I'm going through what I'm going through with Mimi, at the end of the day, I still know if something's to happen to me, even though CJ older, Mimi would know how to okay, exactly. Like this is what we gotta
with
do.
Tati, girls are more how to take.
So what y'all said is they smaller than us. That's
exactly
what y'all said.
Not at all. They just the reality is men take a longer time to mature than women.
Yep. We know how to handle business. Truth. Hence, this household I run. You know what I'm saying? Tati household she has. Auntie Lisa household she has. Nana household she has. Auntie Ebony household she has. These are ran by women. At the end of the day, men come stay with us. They do.
Not me.
No. But at the end of the day, as women, we know how to take care of business. So if something happened to either one of us, Mimi would know what to do. Like CJ will have to be like, Mimi, can you help me do this? Can you help me? You know what I'm saying? Or something like this, because she probably would know how to do it.
Or Mimi will not be more knowledgeable about something. You ask CJ be like, I don't know. Like,
I'm gonna tell you, I don't know when to quit.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. My boys ain't got no life skills.
Yeah. Right. And that's the issue I'm running in with him now.
Like
my issue with CJ now is
I did that myself.
My issue with him now is like simple stuff. He needed a copy of his birth certificate because he lost, or he needed something. And it's like, well, where do I go get that from? How do I do that? You have to tell them stuff like that.
Like they don't
know the conversation. Or it'll be something that he like, oh, well, what that said, or what's the phone number? It'll be like, okay, well, Google it, CJ. Like, help me help you. Google it. So girls mature way faster. But like I said, it's not that we don't love y'all. It's we pray over y'all all the time. We want what's best for y'all. So in them moments where y'all feel we are just like aggy and irritating and all that, it's a madness behind it. It really is.
And I think they know we love them. I think my boys, they always with their mom, especially Fat Baby. He always with me. So at the end, they know we love them. If we didn't love them, they wouldn't want to be around us all the time. They show that they love us back.
And then y'all gotta understand, like, our family is family oriented.
Yeah.
You know,
we always been.
The other side of the family is family oriented when it comes to like your aunties, uncles, and cousins. Y'all grew up around each other.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like
we
all have that support system.
Yeah. We always try to keep y'all close because if y'all ain't got nobody else, y'all should have each other.
Right. And eventually we won't be here and it'll be just y'all.
Yeah.
With y'all kids. And I guarantee what's gonna happen is y'all gonna have them sit down family gatherings and sit down moments like, yeah, I remember when mama did this or that. Boy, we couldn't get away with that growing up, this, that, and the third. Y'all gonna have
we literally have conversations like that now about what kids are able to get away with now versus what we were, you know, back then. Get away with. Now it's different because the society has made everything a gender specific type of thing. But like, get us in a room together with the males and the females. We're talking as one, as a unit of what we couldn't collectively get away with as youngers. So I mean, like I said, everything that we do, we never. Like I said, when I raised Levi, I pray that Levi never takes what I say to him and let it come in one end and go out the other. I hope that something resonates with him, no matter what.
And that's the truth too. Something's going. Majority of stuff we say, but something sticks, or they'll revert back to when they need.
Hold on, CJ. I know you gotta go.
Yeah.
He gotta go to work.
Yeah, he gotta go to work. Love you, nephew.
All right, love you too.
Be careful.
All right, CJ.
All right. What time you got to be at work?
6:30.
Sounding like you on Sports Center.
But
he worked the job 15, 20 minutes away.
Well, we just got to keep encouraging. Like I was telling Lisa and Ebony last night, it's different stages of raising your kids. Now I'm in the stage of raising them to.
Memphis?
It's like 70 something.
For real?
Yeah.
It was 72. It's 72 out here in Plainfield.
For real?
Yeah.
It's 59.
Cold out there, ain't it nothing?
It's 64 here.
It's gonna get chilly once it get dark. It get cold at night.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like I was saying, I'm raising right now. My boys at the stage where I have to teach them. Okay, you have to work to live. You know, you have to make some money to get out here in this world because, like I said again, God ain't gonna keep me here forever. So, are you able to live without me? You know. You should be able to. And I'm at that stage. You have different stages of raising your children. And at the end of the day, we all come home. We not been at mama house a few times.
Yeah. I'm at that stage where I have a young adult and I have a teen who's trying to come into adulthood too quick.
Mm-hmm.
That's the stage I'm at.
But you know what?
And
that stage
is putting me through the ringer. I'm not even gonna lie.
That stage, I've been there with all my kids. It's gonna pass. It's gonna pass.
Yeah, I know it is, and that's why I sleep comfortable at night.
Yep, it's gonna pass.
I'm at the stage where I got a 12-year-old daughter who I be having to tell like, try Jesus, not me, and a 2-year-old that runs
try Jesus. Don't try me.
Exactly.
I want to be able to. And I just like the stage where, you know, once they are, you know, and they, you know, adulthood or whatever, you know, they out on their own, they flourishing or whatever. If they need to come and get some advice from mom or whatever, I'm okay with that. Like, I just want them at the end of the day, and this go for you, Fat Baby and Gerard. At the end of the day, I just want y'all to be okay. You know. Yeah, y'all may not sense it or feel it, but Javaris, with your situation, when I tell you I cried like a baby, because you was my baby, like my nephew,
She did.
my baby.
She boo-hooed.
I boo-hooed with your situation. And then it was just like I felt like, what did I do? Even though Keon, you said, what did you do? You was I felt like, well, what shit? What did I didn't do? You know,
it's crazy.
I've been there a little bit more.
Javaris was the first grandchild, the first nephew, the first everything, you know. So everybody gravitated to him. So when that did happen, it stung all of us because it was just like,
you know what's crazy is whenever something happened to any one of our kids, it stings everybody.
Everybody,
y'all
it hurts.
That or not, it stings
like
all of us in a different way.
And everybody want to have you know how like the saying go, like when mama and I was younger, like the neighborhood can whoop y'all ass when you do something wrong. When y'all be doing stuff, it's like and when you get done with them, bring them to me because I'm gonna tear their ass up too. That's the village, because everybody feel like, you know, if you felt like you couldn't go to this person for something, you knew you could have came and asked me. If you couldn't ask them, you knew you could have came and asked them. But the fact that you chose to go off in that path, and fuck up, it's like you have to answer to all of us now. But it's really come from a place of concern and a place of now, like, y'all already got 2 strikes against y'all out here in society. You're black and you're a guy, you're a male. You know what I'm saying? So the 3rd strike is already there every single time you're about to do something that you ain't supposed to do. You know, so to hear when y'all mess up, in this life, it's gonna happen. To hear when y'all mess up, it just be like, come on now.
Which take me back to what Lisa said, like, we be really hurt, like the tears. To maintain the household, even though y'all said I wasn't there to maintain the household, y'all don't even know how many times I cried to see how I'm gonna get the money to pay the rent, how I'm gonna get the money to make sure y'all had a good birthday.
Y'all didn't feel the effects of that behind the scenes.
For my situation though, I don't blame any of my family for what I did. I blame myself for what I did, because
and we're not saying that you do, Javaris. We just feel like
what could we have differently?
I know at the time, let me talk. At the time, I felt like I wasn't doing enough to make my mama happy. I didn't graduate high school or none of that. You feel me? So I got money hungry and I did what I did. But I did it the wrong way instead of the right way. So I don't blame nobody.
And it's good you realize that. And by you, see, Javon, I can guarantee you probably never said that out loud to anybody, have you?
Yeah. Nope. That's accountability. That's how it's supposed to be.
I was on the phone with my dad the other day, and he was, well, not the other day, but we was talking, and I was telling him my wrongs, and he was like, you know, son, it take a real man to right their wrongs or tell you what their wrongs is, because that's the only way you can really correct them and move forward and stuff. So it was like, that's good, Javaris. Not a lot of men can do that.
Yeah.
Right their wrongs.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's all you have to do is take accountability, you know, and we're not saying
and we understand it's gonna take some time. You see how long it took you to say that, you know. Sometimes
people make mistakes.
Say it outright.
People make mistakes, and one thing about your family, we're gonna forgive you. We're not gonna outcast you. We're gonna forgive you, and we're gonna move on and help you with whatever you need help with. But you also got to make the effort too. You know what I'm saying? To get out here. I can only do so much, and that's for both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all to death. Y'all, I brought y'all into this world. So if you don't succeed, it becomes like something on me. I just want you to understand that I'm behind you in whatever you decide to do, long as it's not illegal. If you need help doing something, you know I got you. That's just what one person you can run to is who? Your mama. And at the end of, and anybody else, your aunties, they always, you know what I'm saying? When I couldn't give you stuff, what you call them? They didn't. They told me you call them. You didn't tell me. Well, I call Auntie Lisa, Auntie Abby. You didn't say that. They told me you called them, and they helped you. At the end of the day, we are family. We always been a close family. We always, y'all are still our babies, from CJ, Mariah, you, Fat Baby, Tati,
Levi,
EJ, all y'all are children. We love y'all. Don't never think that y'all can come to us about nothing. Nothing. Malia called me all the time. TT, you know, I send her a little $5.
See, I don't even be knowing none of that, but I don't be caring. Like, look, last one, get it up out of me.
Mariah, TT, can you add me to your stuff? Yes. Like it's we are family. This is what we do, and at the end of the day, y'all respect us, and we respect y'all. Well, it's never to a point where we disrespect y'all. You know what I'm saying? To a point of where we don't love y'all. Now, compared to some of y'all friends and family, they families out
and
there.
Y'all gotta be mindful of that as well. A lot of friends be jealous of the fact that you have individuals that care about you and want to see good for you. Y'all have to be mindful of that as well, because they don't have that in their household.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They don't have caring parents. They don't have
people watch you crumble to be like, see, I told you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But I just, Fat Baby, you had something to say? Because you just sitting there quiet looking. You have?
No, I'm trying to.
What did he say?
He said, no, I'm trying to. But yeah, I just want to do this show because I just want to, we are strong Black women, and it takes a lot. Daughters, like I said, they like us. You know, we can.
That's a whole different show.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, when y'all had a birthday party for me when I was locked up, I cried in my cell because I couldn't make it to that birthday party.
Of course. Yeah. You have time to sit with yourself and your thoughts and think like, man, if I'd only done this differently.
I want to celebrate.
And I'm gonna tell you, Javarius, it's not just you. You have a little cousin right now that's in that same predicament somewhere else, sitting thinking like, damn, I should do this differently. Mm-hmm. And everybody go through that. I've been through that stage where when I've done something, I was sit and cry like, man, why did I do that? Or man, why didn't I think to do this, go about this a different way?
You know what?
It's not just you, Javarius.
I got off the phone with my mama that day. I sat in the cell that whole day, just thinking, looking out the window.
Yeah,
I did the birthday because I just felt like I didn't want you to feel like you was forgotten. It was your 21st birthday, and I just felt like we should celebrate it. You know.
What I always say though. No matter what, one thing you cannot. Hey, cool out. You know what I always say. No matter what, we as individuals always have time to have our isolated thoughts to ourselves. That is where you go over your day. That's where you go over your rights. That's where you go over your wrongs. That's where you go over your goals. That's where you tell yourself, like, man, I could have did this different. I could have did. You go over your regrets. You go over everything. It's and after you think about that stuff, and after like you have that talk, because everybody have it. After you have that talk with yourself, that's when you start to change, yourself. Like, because I know, Javarius, you probably feel like, I ain't never going back to jail again. Mm-hmm. That ain't a place for you. I don't never want to go back to jail again, because now you know how it felt. To be on a special
pull up.
She said you can pull up, So,
y'all having a whole conversation. Like, this ain't going to be on the radio.
You can admit your wrongs. You can tell who is that, Kiana?
Some people in front, I'm like, this gonna be on the radio, and they have the whole conversation like this ain't gonna be on the radio.
They acting like Kenny Mac now.
Right. Exactly. But you're right. Like, I mean, and the thing is, I'm glad that they woke you up, Javarius, because it's some people that will go to jail time and time again. And every time they get out, they sing that same tune. They ain't going back.
But when I was in prison, I sat down, like, it was this old man named Ketchup. And he got natural life. Like, he ain't never seen a day out of jail. And I would wake up every day and I would go hit the yard with him and walk the track. And he'll be chopping it up with me like, you got a second chance in life. You feel me? Stay out that type stuff.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that every morning. Every morning we'll go out there and walk the track.
And in a way, that's him righting his wrongs by talking to somebody who he see can have a second chance at life. And if nothing else, provide some type of advice to make sure that he don't never see you again.
Right.
You know, so
because you got a cousin that stay going back and forth to jail. Like he like that shit.
Yeah.
I don't think he like it. I don't think he like. I just don't think
keep going back. He might like it.
He believes he don't feel like it's nothing.
You know who, Lisa? Baba.
Oh, you see, I said Baba. Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
But for real though, like you have to come out. You have to make that change. It's good, Javaris. You have not gotten in trouble since you've been home. I'm proud of you for that. It's BLB 2 years in January.
I'm gonna tell you this, Javaris. You moving at a snail's pace, and that's all right. But let's put a little bit more pepper in our step to get us to where we need to be. To take care of ourselves. I ain't gonna sugarcoat nothing for you. I ain't gonna tell it to you raw.
I know I'm moving slow.
You is moving a little bit slow, but it's all right. It's understandable given the circumstances. But now that you out, let's put a little pepper in our step to figure out what it is we need to do to sustain ourselves, and eventually get your own place, and then I'm gonna tell you right now. This is my advice to both of y'all, and y'all probably ain't gonna listen to me, but I don't give a shit. Right now, my focus wouldn't be on whining and dadding the female. My focus will be on stacking my motherfucking money, and getting my shit together. And then, okay, young lady, would you like to go out or whatever? Because these little wenches now.
Lisa, for some reason, my boys feel like they don't have to dine a woman.
Hold up. I'm not spending money on nobody.
You a lie. I just seen the other day you was talking about some who wanted a drink. You a lie. I bet you'll spend some money on somebody.
Just because you drinking and smoking with a person doesn't mean you spending
money on them.
Let me tell you, y'all need.
But I ain't buying no stuff.
Did y'all just hear what y'all said?
Exactly. That lets me know what type of females y'all checking for.
If y'all don't spend just because you drinking and smoking, you don't spend no money on it. Nigga, I wouldn't want you to spend no money on me if that's what you consider a good time.
Because females nowadays, they'll tell you get them some money.
And that's why I'm saying.
And won't give you nothing in return.
That's why I'm saying. Don't worry. My focus will be getting a job, stacking my money. And when you do that, and once you start to elevate yourself, you're going to start attracting the females that are on that same elevation, not the ones that want to smoke and drink.
And let me tell you this. As long as you chasing money, you ain't never got to worry about chasing a woman. Because they're going to always come.
They're going to chase you.
Yep.
They're going to chase you.
Take heed to what I'm saying. I'm being real serious right now.
As long as you chasing the money, you ain't got to worry about chasing the woman. That's the realest stuff you ever said, Abby. As long as you chasing the money, you ain't got to chase the woman.
So she said you don't never say nothing real. I'm instigating.
I'm gonna check her ass about that later.
You know what I mean, sister. Don't take it personal.
Don't worry about it.
But no, that's the truth though, because look at what y'all just said before that. Y'all just said, man, just because you smoking stuff with a woman, that don't mean you got to spend no money on it, blah, 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 blah. Y'all meeting the wrong type of women that's sitting out there with their hands out. But if you get into a bag, that's more attractive than anything. Because a woman going to look at you like, man, he ain't even worried about me. That man worried about stacking his bread. Man, that's sexy. That's attractive. I want to get to know him. They're going to put a little pep in their step for you to get to you. But if you're sitting around and you waiting for a woman just on this hole, you going to smoke, you going to drink, I ain't spending no money on you. That's a merry-go-round y'all ain't going to never be able to get off of. Somebody got to be different. As a man, be that different one. As a man, go get to your bag. Women can wait. I don't understand how broke men can be interested in anything anyway. Like, that wouldn't even I'm not trying to be. I'm just saying, like, that would be the last thing on my mind. Even for me as a woman, when I'm going through stuff, like when my business is slowing down, or when I feel like I don't have like the money that I need, fuck a nigga. Like, don't say nothing to me. I don't want to talk to you right now. Because unless you're about to bless my bank account, leave me alone.
Yeah.
Leave me alone. You know? And y'all will learn as y'all getting older that what we mean when we say that. Like I said, like, as long as you chasing money, you will never have to chase a woman. A real woman.
We got comments. We ain't looked at the comments or nothing.
You ain't looked at the comments, girl. You didn't tell us to look.
Shut up. Yo, hey, topic dope. Thank you to Terrence. Shay, yes, Ebony. Shay, she said a mouthful, yes.
That's Elvis, that mama.
Yeah. So go ahead back to everybody. You know what? Y'all do great jobs as mothers. We do great jobs as mothers.
I'm trying the best of my ability, but I ain't even gonna lie. I'm getting wrapped like a motherfucker right now. I'm not giving up the fight. I'm still in the ring. I'm still in the ring.
I'm your big sister. I've been through it. Look,
I'm still in the ring. God damn it!
It's a rocky situation. These boys can take. Tell her.
It's just you know.
I've been through it. These two.
Yeah.
These two. I'm sister.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. I've been through it. You gonna come through it. I'm telling you, gonna come through it.
I know I am.
Ebony,
it's just I wish it was different.
Man, Auntie Ebony, you got light skin. So
Move.
they real cocky.
Move.
You know,
over there, both of you. Go.
Like I said,
leave the dogs alone. They want to be.
No, he bothering me. Got me spinning around in this damn chair. Get up. Go. Ain't nobody
Lisa, they want to be on the show too.
Sure. Look at Sasha sitting back there.
Yeah, you know she got one from Uncle Jay.
Why she spinning like that, though?
Right. I thought she had that dog.
No, Sasha.
Sasha still alive.
He's Sasha right there.
You better watch it.
Yeah, and she heard her name. Here she comes. Look at her. Like you rang.
Sasha lasts long.
Then you like,
That dog was
this.
dead.
Now, don't turn your head.
She on her last leg.
Sasha hanging in there. Then Lisa got a new baby. That a new baby is right there.
This is Sasha. Come on, Zeus. Come on. I don't know what you doing. Come on. Get on up here. Come on.
Zeus big.
Come on.
Can he fit up there?
No, he can't. Come on. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Oh my God. What the fuck? We're gonna invite him back on the camera. He knocked the whole screen down.
Oh, man.
But yeah, Lisa, don't even think, you know, you going through what I've been through already. So
Yeah.
when we talked last night, I'm telling you as your big sister, I've been through it with these boys. They'll tell you.
Yeah.
I had the 1-2.
Yeah, that's why I say you need to have a whole separate show for the girls.
No,
Cause
don't say they. It was me most of the time.
No, you. I had the 1-2 your ass, and I had my cousin. Yeah, when I had the one. Look, fat baby, I had to whoop him and his cousin, and the boy go tell Tiny. She put her hands on me. Sure did, cause you was involved in the crime. Like everybody getting punched. Everybody.
Yeah. You in my house.
Right. And you involved in the crime. Talking about he gonna lie. So yeah. And the crazy part about it is my daddy was there. And my daddy was in the room. He never came out. He was sitting, he said, Kiana in there jumping on the baby. He's like, I want to go help the baby, but that's her son, so I'm gonna just leave it alone.
I'm gonna tell you, parents, one thing you don't interfere with is a parent disciplining their child.
Yeah, he stayed in the room. But when he came out, he like, baby, you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. He was like, where the grandbaby go? I said, he gone.
So, these kids these days, like this generation, oh man. I swear, it's like you wish you could kill them and bring them back and like, see, quit doing that dumb shit. Like, that's exactly how I be feeling. Like I be wanting to kill them and leave them dead for about a good 5-10 minutes, and then bring them back and be like, see, I'm not playing with you.
You like that TikTok, like, see, you back.
TikTok thing where that girl go to cursing, little girl or somebody go to cursing at their parent, and then a few minutes later they say, see, you woke, you all right?
Right, you woke up, you wake up.
Yeah.
Pull that shit no more.
That's why I'm mad with it, boy.
But see, this generation is different because, like, when Lisa was saying what she was going through, we was like, we would never with our mama. Like, we wasn't on that. You know, like with our mama.
Yeah,
like,
you know, we did stuff, I'm sure, that pissed mama off.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but we would never like raise our hands to her to fight her.
Yeah. Now these two knew better. Cause no matter how much I put my
let me tell you, the last time CJ went to live with his dad, I had his ass hitting up real good in this room over here that he called his daddy crying. Mm-hmm. Like I don't play that. And then this last one, she called herself trying to do it. I said, okay, let's go. And I flipped her ass so quick she didn't know what hit her.
But see, Tati is the type of person, she'll tell you in a minute. One thing, I'm not scared of nobody in this world but my mama. I never had that problem with her. These boys, they will never disrespect me or raise their hand to me. Now, no matter how much I punch them or whatever, because they know if they ever.
And then I feel too
I
like
will be wearing a black dress.
I feel like they passed that age. You know, that I still have a child that's at the age where they want to test you. I feel like Fat Baby CJ is first. They passed that age.
Hey, Malia.
To test somebody. Hi, Malia.
Hey, Malia.
Hey, oh my God,
why she got sunglasses?
Yeah, she's at the age where she's going to test you.
Yeah, like they try. I feel like the boys are past the age because they
past the age. They understand.
Feel like I didn't know Mimi.
We're not going to talk about that right now because simple fact is that's a whole nother show.
Yeah,
we'll talk with the girls later.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say
the boys are what we trying to put.
Let's just say this: y'all have been putting us through the ringer, through the motherfucking ring, but we've been boxing right on back with y'all.
Because we came from the Nuck If You Buck era.
If you buck, right?
Right. Y'all got parents that will go back toe to toe with y'all. We ain't none of them parents that's gonna sit back and let y'all do what y'all want to do.
You know what they say about
you want to fight?
Girls,
Let's go.
You already know what they say about Sweet Pea Girls, so you know our kids can't even mess with us. Like, at the end of the day, Sweet Pea Girls are something else. That's in our lives with our kids. Don't play with us because we'll put you on your back.
Yeah. Pretty much.
But we was raised to be tough like that. That's why we was able to raise our boys the way we did. You know what I'm saying? That's why we was able to parent the way we did, you know, because we had to parent with an iron fist because that's the way we was raised. And
I think every parent needs to parent to some degree with an iron fist.
But you know, some people,
white, black,
people don't
Asian, Hispanic, every parent needs to parent with an iron fist.
That's what's wrong with society. You're right, Lisa. Sometimes you have to. It is a must that you parent with an iron fist. In some cases, raising your children.
And that's not specific to a certain gender or a certain race. That's across the board.
And we're not saying
some type of way.
And we're not saying beat your kids on a constant. We're not saying that.
Absolutely not.
We're saying it's okay to discipline them because if you don't, this world gonna show them a whole different world out here.
Yeah,
I feel some type of way.
Why?
Because out of all the Nana grandkids, I feel like I'm the only one that got whooped by her.
No. Oh,
No.
got whooped by her.
Mimi got whooped by us. CJ got whooped, I think, by Nana. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I wish you
I
would
didn't know
whoop
that.
Malia.
I thought I was
Nana don't whoop the younger generation grandkids. She whooped the first generation.
Generation grand. Yeah.
I feel like I got it worse.
And it's the young ones that's out of hand.
Yeah. And that is true.
FDR, you trying to say Levi them out of hand?
I told Mama today. She was trying to get Levi dressed, and he over there kicking. I said, "You want me to come in? You want me to come over there? You want me to come over there? Now stop, Pooh. Pooh, stop kicking.
Hey, Kanata.
What?
You know what? It's crazy because the grandparents are different with the kids.
I remember
than
one time Mama told me she was tired of whooping ass. She
Wait,
said she'd have whooped our ass.
I'm
enough.
trying to figure out. We got our butts whooped all the time, but when
Every time I got in trouble, my mama brought me over there.
I sure did, cause I got tired of whooping them, so I took them to mama.
You know what? Javaris took heed to what I told him about Kiana. The last time I had to whoop Javaris, and I took Javaris back home myself, let me give you an understanding of this situation and what's going on, Javaris. I said, see that woman right there? That's my baby. I said,
Kanata said these new grandkids get away with everything.
I said, that woman is my baby. I said, when you fuck with her, you're fucking with me.
Yep.
I said, now she got one more time to bring me. I'm going to skin you down and I'm going to tear your ass up. You understand me?
The crazy part about what Javaris, I slowed down on whooping Javaris was when he had the CPS people come to me.
That's the situation I'm thinking about right now. Like, boy, you was bold.
What CPS people?
So I would.
I know you want to play.
You probably don't remember this, but
on me. But when I get out, y'all better not be nowhere to be found.
The school had called me and told me you ain't do your homework. So I whooped you before you went to school. You went to school crying. So the teacher called CPS, the people. And the people come to me talking about, so, well, we got to investigate a child abuse situation because your son came to school crying.
Well, that whooping must have hurt it.
Boy, anytime any kid get a whooping in the morning before school, they whole day.
But my thing was, why would the teacher call me and say he didn't do his homework? What you wanted me to do? Give him a talking to?
Yeah, that's what they want. That's what the white folks want you to do.
No, I'm gonna whoop his butt and send him to school. That's what we got. You ain't do. Send him to school.
See, y'all will never know the meaning of I'm beating your ass when I get home. Y'all will never feel that how we felt growing up. And we did
they're waiting on that whooping.
And Charles was done.
She used to do it all the time.
It was a phone call from her while she was at work. We at home. I'm beating your ass when I get home. By the time Mama made it home, the house was spotless. Praying she forgot about our ass whooping. Like y'all would never experience that. Like had the fear of hearing them words. I'm beating your ass when I'm getting home.
They need that stuff.
The teacher used to call home when I was in school and used to tell my mama, and my mama used to get on the phone, like put me on the phone, tell the teacher to put me on the phone, and she used to tell me, when you get home, I'm gonna F you up. I'm like, okay. So I stayed out longer until I got that whooping. I ain't gonna have to.
Oh, that wasn't nothing. It wasn't the teacher to call me to whoop ass. It was his daddy to call me to whoop him.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on because usually the dad had been out knocked.
I used to have to stop from Milwaukee on my way to work. I had to stop one day on my way to work from Milwaukee and stop and give him an ass whooping.
Do this for your brother.
And then it do nothing.
Take the packet out and put water. It's
because
open.
his daddy won't do it.
Be careful. And put it
Fat baby, why don't, let's be honest in this moment, why are you more respectable with this side of the family as opposed to that side? Because you know, half the shit you do with that side, you know you can't get away with on this side.
Yeah, they talking about the stomach.
They treat him like a baby.
I don't like them.
Okay, it's a matter of even if you don't, the whole respect part. You know, I feel like you test them all the time.
Respectful. They don't. I feel like if you not gonna respect me, I'm not gonna respect you.
One day you knew I was home.
You feel like that's just how I don't know. That's just how I am.
And he get more discipline on his side.
He get more discipline on his side.
And that's what it is. I think because Fat Baby know, like Emmy said, we come from that nuck if you buck era. You the way you talk probably to your TTs over there, you know you can't do that with me and Auntie Emmy.
But see, the part of this family, is if your kids come over here, I'm allowed to whoop their ass if they fuck up. If my kids come over there, you allowed to whoop their ass if they fuck up. His family ain't like that on this side. You can't touch, none of them can touch each other kids.
And you know what that means. And you know what that means?
None of them can touch each other kids. They be ready to fight each other if somebody touch their kids.
Auntie Lisa yell at you, you get scared. She got a deep voice when she gets
so at the end of the day,
it rings loud. I be knowing my neighbors be hearing me.
But at the end of the day, we all discipline our kids. Everybody. That's why all our kids respect us.
Y'all got to mute Ebony. We hearing that whole conversation.
Right. Ebony.
She putting mushroom sauce on the chicken.
No, but we had
they conversation.
Yeah, y'all got to mute it.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, they with their kids, they not allowed to touch each other kids, and they the parents of.
And that comes from that whole. They don't have a village over there.
Right.
Because growing up, when Mimi and them did something while they was at your house, I would say, tear their ass up.
Tear their ass up. And that's why I always tell people, I only deal with my nieces and nephews. Because at the end of the day, other people kids, if you don't want me putting my hands on your kids, you think they finna come over here and tell my shit? No. They can't come over here. Now my nieces and nephews,
it also goes to they know what they can and can't do.
You can't do. My nieces and nephews come over here, they know how to behave because they know TT don't play that. And when my kids come over your house, they know how to behave because they know you don't play that with them. So at the end of the day, yes, we have that dynamic of a village raise a child for real. If they come over your house, whoop they. If
I
they act
haven't
up.
seen Auntie Emily get mad at me until I crashed the car that day.
Oh, wait, remember when Javars crashed her car?
I told the police to lock the door.
Auntie Emily was trying to be the cool auntie. And gave that boy
I
didn't crash it though.
How about he wanted to drive my car?
I didn't crash it though. They hit me.
That's what being the cool
I convinced him to drive Ebony car. When he crashed and I see Ebony car wrapped around that tree, I was walking there. I had my hands. I was like, oh my God. I was walking the tree. Like, oh my God. We can't hear you, Ebony. You muted.
Javard told the police officer, lock the door. When I got over there, I told the officer, I said, open this door. Javard said, I told the officer, open the door. You can open the door. Javard looked like he was about to see death. Okay? Baby.
And he wasn't even gone, what? 10, 20 minutes?
He wasn't gone that long.
10, 20 minutes. He was over with.
Hit me was in a stolen truck. So
but y'all, you was supposed to have went somewhere and came right back. You ended up going to get somebody or doing something else before coming right back.
Okay, listen. Okay, I did. I said I was going to my homie house, which is right up the street. I did go there. And then I ended up going around. I was finna come back home. But I went the long way. And the people was in a stolen truck and they seen the police. And as I'm coming down the street, they end up turning and bumping me off the road.
The way that y'all was blessed to survive.
I told Ebony, do not get that boy your car. Oh, he fine. He just going up the street. He
He
just
wanted
wanted
mans. I said no.
It wasn't meant for you to have.
He wanted
After
mans.
that, I
I
stopped
said
being
no,
cool
baby.
with my cars, though.
Until this day, Ebony is skeptical about anybody driving any of her car.
I ain't taught another person how to drive. You own car you want to drive, not mine.
It always take that one person to mess it up for everybody.
That was it. That was it. I don't give a damn if I watch you. I don't give a damn if you finna go pull my car out the parking spot to put it straight from being crooked. Nope. Nope. That was it for me.
Oh my
It
God.
wasn't my fault.
I was without a car for like 3 months.
Girl, I know how it is being without a car. My car not working.
So
right
do I.
now.
Shit. Everybody know that. And that's the thing that we was talking about with y'all. Y'all don't know the behind the scenes of the impact of stuff that we shield y'all from.
Yeah.
Transportation, coming up with money or whatever for transportation, not only to get us back and forth to work to take care of y'all, but to get y'all around to where y'all need to be or whatever.
Yeah.
Y'all don't see them silent prayers that we doing like, God,
It's
please
a lot.
or you know, help me get over this hump.
And what I say, mamas, babies, daddies, maybes, daddies come and go. They can come and leave when they want to. We still have the burden, and I'm not calling y'all burden, but of taking care of a household to make sure y'all okay.
We still have the responsibility of making
sure.
Responsibility.
Yeah. I'm gonna change that. The responsibility, because simple fact is, it takes a lot to run a household. You have to pay. Sometimes the bills don't even make what you make. So sometimes you have to figure stuff out. You know, it's hard out here.
We do our best to let y'all grow up and to have a great childhood, young teenager, young adulthood, until y'all able to really get out there on your own. We shield y'all from, you know, those blows that we get. We take the blows. We're the punching bags.
Trying to make it better for y'all
with children.
We try to make it better and easier. Let y'all know. See, look at what we do. And you like, I figured like,
but it's coming. It's coming.
I figure like,
and this is what I said. They're gonna sit back.
My mama struggled and she did this. Let me do this.
It's coming, and they gonna sit back when they in their own household, and they gonna be like, well, my mama wouldn't lie. It's coming. That real world is finna knock the wind out of y'all. And what we're doing as y'all parent is trying to help ease some of that blowback, teaching y'all stuff to help navigate through those hard situations. But it's coming.
It's hard.
And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When it do come and y'all come and say what happened, this, that, third, I'm gonna laugh a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. Because, look, we tried to tell you.
Life is adulting. Adulting is not fun,
and it's even harder for young black men.
I see that now.
Yeah, adulting is not fun, and adulting is bill paying. And if you have kids, this is why I tell y'all: make sure when you have children, you're ready for them kids, because that's an extra.
And that's the thing. And you also want to have children by a woman who not gonna put you through hell if y'all are not together.
Cause get what? They throw your ass on child support. It's over with.
It's not even that. So it's not even the child support. It's even like just the whole demeanor of you not allowing them to see the kid if they upset or angry, or just doing something spiteful because they no longer in it. It's so many different factors that can play into that if y'all were to take that route with someone, have a child, and then y'all no longer together or whatever. So it's a lot of stuff.
All women in this generation is like that.
You said what?
All women in this generation is like that.
It's like what?
Like what?
They get mad. Oh, you can't see your son. Is that woo woo?
Did I ever do that to you?
I mean, we ain't got no kids together.
I already told you. DJ, damn my soul.
Oh, you got kids? How you know?
I remember when she left you on the doorstep one day.
I sure did. Left his ass right in the car seat on the doorstep.
I was in the car that night.
Shit. I'm not finna do this shit by myself again. Here you go. I showed him the fuck did. Pulled right up to his mama house. Fat baby was in his car seat. I fucking set the car seat at the front door and rang the doorbell and motherfucker got back in my car. Goddamn right I did.
Did you even wait to see if they opened the door?
Somebody was there. Somebody was always at the house. Then he come calling me, talking about, so you just gonna drop him off at my mama? Yep. Nigga, fuck you in.
Yeah.
But how you, wait a minute. Let's get back to what you talk about.
He ain't lying though.
I have friends.
Is someone sitting over there or something?
I'm trying to see if he trying to tell me something on the slide.
I've never
He
tried
like
to
girls.
I've never tried to
That ain't got no baby.
Nobody.
He ain't got no baby
You're not
nowhere.
you're not gonna be a bad person to be around. Like I think that a lot of people have the misconception of some people keep their kids away to protect their children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people, when some of these fathers come back into their children's life, they're quick to blame it on the mother when they were a half-ass father who didn't want to be there, who didn't fight to keep their kids or to stay in their kids' life, or who didn't want to be a positive influence in their kids' life. So the mother did what she knew was best, which was like, I'm not gonna have my kid around there. My kid is not gonna grow up being hurt by you. Mm-hmm. You know, so
I can say for my ex, she kept her kids away for a good reason too, because she felt like her baby dad, he didn't like his daughter. He didn't believe that his daughter was his, and your daughter looked just like you. You feel me? So she kept him away from him, and he can't see them now.
It's our job to protect our children. It's our job to protect our kids from harm's way, in all of that. And sometimes fathers don't understand. Now, it is some good fathers out there. It is some amazing fathers out there who just have some really bitter, butthurt baby mothers that just don't want them being a part of their kids' lives. You know,
and that's why
out there who don't.
I don't want y'all being deadbeats. When y'all decide to have kids, I want y'all to be financially stable to take care of your kids and spend time with your kids and do the things you need to do with your children. Not just drop them off to me. You know what I'm saying? That's not the plan. What I'm saying. Somebody told me he dropping them clean off. Go.
I'm back in an hour or so.
That never happens.
But to take care of them, that's why I say don't have kids until you're ready to have kids. Because all the stuff.
Lisa, you froze?
No, why?
Oh,
all
the
stuff that it takes to take care of a child, you're gonna need that. Child don't need just your money; they need your time. They need your energy. They want to be around you. So you have to make sure that you're ready for that.
Why they speak like that?
Thank you.
So. All right, y'all. We're going to close this out. It's been 2 hours. I thank y'all. Boy moms. We got to decide when to do the girl one. You know, Tati be busy all the time. So.
I don't even know if I want to talk about that.
You know, Malia, I'm ready for her. Okay, so we probably.
Like I said, I've been getting rocked, but I'm still in the fight.
Lisa, I'm gonna tell you this: it's gonna pass. And when
like
it
your
do,
mama when I had to go through it, I ain't. You ain't.
Mama went through it. Let me tell you. Last time I think Mama jumped on me. I had jumped on this girl at school, and they had went to my mama house and said your daughter had jumped on my child. And Mama, I walked in the house. She just
you was one of them kids.
She whooped me so good. She beat me so good into the bathtub and stuff. I just got up and walked out. Like she rocked my world. When I say
I had one of them whoopers from Nana.
She rocked.
Look, Kiana was so tough. Kiana left out her classroom. Her and some more girls walked. The girl didn't come to school because she was scared. Went to the girl's house, rang the doorbell. Parents answered the door. Kiana asked for her daughter to come outside so she could whoop her ass.
You did that?
I did a lot of shit.
I think I remember that. But Kiana ended up getting her ass whooped.
Yeah. That when them Jamaicans jumped you?
Yeah. I remember
that when the Jamaicans jumped me. They got me.
That wasn't it. It's that when I got the news, I jumped her.
I
I
remember that was Robert. Her daddy came over there. Her daddy came over there and was like, yeah, your daughter is picking with my daughter. You know,
see, I'm the parent because I don't uphold my kids disrespecting adults or anybody else for that matter. I'm the parent, y'all. See, I don't mind walking my kids to somebody's house and making them apologize. Yeah. I'm that parent. And I didn't say otherwise, and I'm going to clock you while you standing here.
Yeah.
And I'm be honest. Sometimes, like I say, I take accountability. I was a horrible teenager. I ain't even lie to you.
But that was from what? Running with the wrong crowd.
I was a horrible teenager. And my mama can tell you that. Maxine and Rose and them will tell you that in a minute. I was horrible. Yeah. But at the end of the day, my mama had to send me with my father for me to get some act right. Because if I didn't, it wasn't, I don't know where would I be because I was out of control.
Kiana was a terrible teenager.
She tried grandma.
I remember when, you know what?
When I went out there with Grandma Mert. Grandma Mert sent me back in 1 week.
Yeah, sure did. She was
that's the problem with me because I ain't had no father for my mama for me to send to.
So, and that's Javar said he had no father for his mama to send to. So it do take.
I remember losing 2 jobs because of Kiana.
What?
Yeah, I was horrible.
Oh, baby. I remember one day. Let me tell you, Kiana heard. I apologize. I think she was 13. We was living on Hobson in Evanston. And Dobson. And she said to me when I finally fought her, a dude had her up against a tree. And he was like 17, 18, and she was like 13, I think. And I was like, bring your ass here. And she was like, I'm not coming no motherfucking where. I said, they just threw me. I was like, this is my child talking to me? I said, wait, when I catch you, she went to running.
She did have a bad to run. She did have a bad to run because I remember one night we was walking down the alley, remember?
She ran. She ran. Because I said, when I get my hands on this wench, I'm killing her.
I be taking off.
I mean, one day you ran because you didn't come home and you took off down that alley.
One time when Effie was with me and her she got hit by the car.
I got hit by a car. Yeah.
I said Effie and Lisa witnessed a lot of stuff as me as a teenager.
I ain't even gonna lie. I used to just go to the park, like, man.
What y'all today bring with Kiana? I used to be glad. I ain't gonna even lie to you, Kiana. I used to be glad when you didn't come to the park. Like, take that shit on somewhere else. I'm trying to be a kid and I'm trying to play. Don't come here with that negativity.
Y'all need to have a girl.
You would see Kiana and her crew come. I used to be like, damn, like, they finna ruin it.
Yeah, because it was like me, you, Taria,
and Nikki.
And Nikki.
We
still talking with Taria on Facebook. But
yeah. We did terrorize people, and it was crazy because mama worked all the time, so I used to have to babysit. So I used to have to drag y'all along with me.
Kiana used to drop us off at that park.
At the park, and you be gone. We not made friends with an old lady who had a fur coat and shit. Like, we was just, me and Ebony was just over in Evanston, just roaming the streets. You know, we knew how to get home when we needed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something else. Yeah, you definitely got to do the girls ones because the girl show.
Oh yeah.
That's why I say, compared to what I'm going through now, I would take CJ's mess any day. Any day.
And and Lisa, you know the crazy part about is what I put mama through is I look back on it. I do apologize, but I look back on it as teenagers. We do go through our stuff, and it's just like
being followers, trying to fit in.
I look at it as y'all learning tool. Y'all learning from it.
Yeah.
You know, because you experiencing it now. You know, raising your
with
children.
your own kids. Because I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I was pregnant with Tati, people used to always be like, the hurt you put on everybody else is gonna come back 10 times fold.
Yeah.
With your daughter. And I used to, when I was pregnant with her, I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to fuck this little heifer up. I'm gonna have to.
Yeah, but
if she's gonna be 10 times worse than me, then
Tati,
I know. But Tati
don't be
totally
on that,
different.
Tati was totally different.
Yeah, it came to your older son.
It came to these boys. Now these boys giving me the 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the Tati was totally different. But Tati, I think, was totally different because she was raised by mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna take the credit from that because mama had a big hand in raising Tati. So at the end of the day, I
think
feel
that
like
one boy Kiana couldn't stand Tati because Tati would come back and say, she did such and such, and I would go over there and I would tell her, and Tati said you did. I ain't did nothing to that girl. I said, you got one more motherfucking time to say that.
Tati used to tell it all.
Tati used to tell everything.
Yeah.
Well, her pacifier sucking self.
My mama said, my mama did such and such, and Calvin did such and such. And I'm gonna tell Kiana. She's like, ain't nobody did nothing to that girl. I said, you got one more goddamn time to call her that girl.
But yeah, the boys was different. So Lisa, whatever you going through, it's gonna pass. We're gonna do a girls swim once that pass. It's gonna pass.
Yeah,
I know it is.
Yeah.
I know it is. That's why I say I sleep great at night because again, she's somewhere where I know she's not being harmed. She okay.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's
and
it.
Like you told him, like you told his mama.
Yeah.
It's his motherfucking turn.
It's his turn.
You need to take part in this.
Years.
This is when she needs you. You need to take part in this.
And like I was telling everyone, I said I feel like this is me still be a mother caring and trying to do what's right for my child and moving her.
That's how I felt when I dropped Kiana and her dad.
Yeah.
Yo, motherfucker. I called Percy. I said, I'm not finna lose a third job with this girl. I said, I'm not finna do it. I said, now, I not fault. She runs. When she get her back in the house, she stay in the house long enough to get her belly full, get her to catch up on her rest, and then the next thing you know, you drop her at school and she disappears.
Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. I've not lost many jobs. She going to people's house ringing doorbells, asking the phone to send their kids out for her to fight. I said, I'm not finna do this with her. And then I think the police got involved some type of way that I told Percy, I said, that did it. Kiana was so rough, she brought her friends in to break in her house.
What?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Her friends in to break in the house, and they even took the fucking phone off the wall. They even took the damn phone off the wall.
Yeah.
I didn't know the phone.
That was your mama game banging days.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Oh, how?
No. But that's why I remember,
Where
Ken,
you
I
lay
used to
your
tell
head?
you all the time when Javari started getting in trouble in fact, remember I used to tell you all the time, like, why don't you sit down and talk to your boys and tell them about your past? Like,
because I just felt like the reason
you felt like it would have made it worse.
It'd have made it worse. Like my mama did it, so why can't I do it?
Nope, I think it would have showed them that, look, me doing this, that was the outcome of it. You didn't have no luxurious outcome from that. So I felt like you should have always told them about what you did.
I called Percy and told him, I said, it's your guy. It's your, I'm done. I am done. Either I put her in juvenile or what is it going to be? But it's your turn. It is your job now to do this. I said, I've done mine with her and went as far as I can go with her. because she ain't giving me a break no type of way. And I said, the next thing gonna happen with your daughter, I'm gonna kill her. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna be in jail. Because I am not gonna let her bring niggas and disrespect my house and disrespect me. I'm gonna kill her. That's what I told Percy. He said, pack everything she owns, Sweet Pea. He said, I'm so sorry you going. He did. He apologized. He said, baby, I'm so sorry you going through this. He said, pack every stitch she got. I don't give a damn what it is. Bring her to me. Can you get her to me today? I said, I sure can. Where are you? With Wisconsin. We drove all the way to Wisconsin. Dropped her. It was such a relief to drop Kiana at Percy's door in Percy's house. He told her though, before she stepped in the door, he stepped outside. What I liked about him, he stepped outside and he told her. He said, all your bullshit, everything you not put your mama through. He said, your shit stops here.
Yeah, he sure
out
did.
here. He said, out here. He said, don't come here with no rags on your head. Don't come here talking about that gang shit. It ain't happening here. Your shit stops here. I was like, well, go right there. Well, we went on in and we greeted Maxine and everything. And I went on back home with you and Ebony and said, y'all,
yeah.
She'll be all right.
I turned my life around.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, because Kiana, you'd have ended up dead or in jail.
Yeah, I would have. I would have ended up dead in jail.
Yeah.
I was out there bad. And some of the things y'all don't know, because I dropped y'all off at the park, Lisa and Ebony, for a reason, because it was some things that I did get into that y'all couldn't be around. And that's why y'all was dropped off like y'all was. And I can admit that, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I did fall into the wrong crowd. And that's why I say with our kids, I try not to tell them that part of my story, because simple fact is I didn't want them to think it was okay.
No.
For them to do it.
You know, and like I said, whatever you going through is gonna pass, because it's not as bad as what mama had to go through with me.
Yeah.
I look at a thing of mama had to go through some stuff with me.
He said it. You didn't have a father to drop him off to.
Right.
So if you'd have told him, he would have been like, well, fuck, you ain't got nowhere to drop me. Where you gonna drop me at? Nana?
Right.
Where you gonna drop me?
Right.
And Fat Baby just thought he ran the world.
He still think that.
I told
him. Fat Baby don't do that with our side of the family, though.
Fat Baby is a totally different person around us.
Yeah.
I said, he don't care about what? My Fat Baby? No, he didn't. What? She was like,
you be shocked when you hear they be talking about Fat Baby. I be like, what? Because he don't do that over here.
At all.
But yeah, we gotta go. It's 2 hours, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
all right.
I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all.
Love y'all. See y'all later. Wait, so are y'all cooking for Thanksgiving or something?
I'm gonna cook something small here for them. I might go to Arizona, but I'm coming for Christmas because Mama said we might do a cabin.
I'll be back.
Because I remember, Lisa, I said I wanted to be there for your birthday.
Oh, okay.
Because remember, I said I always come for Ebony's birthday, but I never be there for yours. So
I think we should do another cabin. That was fun.
Well, we gotta start playing that now.
Yeah. Everybody pay, each family pay like we did before.
It's October. We gotta book that now.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go on.
Well, somebody needs to look into Christmas. So somebody
cabin where?
Because Christmas fall on a Saturday and Christmas Eve on Saturday and Christmas on a Sunday.
I'm off 2 weeks from,
and I'm gonna take off
the 22nd all the way through New Year's.
But I can take more than that off.
So
we came home.
We can celebrate Lisa's birthday and Christmas at a cabin. So y'all look into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and we just split it like we split it through all the families like we did before.
Right, because I missed the last cabin trip.
Or do y'all just want?
Y'all don't y'all want to have this conversation off the air?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Talking Cheap with Kiana J. I love y'all. See y'all next week. Sunday. Time has changed. If nobody told you today, I'm going to tell you, I love you. Bye.
Bye.